Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Beth for Real show. Thank you for joining us once again this week. We have another superstar special guest with us, Miss Keia Hipps. The title today of her show and her products, I'm super excited to have her, Miss Cut. I got K Vision, perfectly made.
Wonderfully made.
Wonderful. Y'all help me. Ready? We have, don't you do that as a blueprint. I know you. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Beth for Real show.
Beth for real, Beth for real. Beth for real, Beth for real. Her name is Beth, she keeps it real. Where her mission is to heal. She always keeps it real. She always keeps it real. Are you ready? Beth for real, Beth for real.
Keep it real.
We have Miss Keia Hipps, Wonderfully Made, and K Vision. Welcome, Miss K. Welcome.
Thank you.
Appreciate you coming out with us today.
Thanks for having me.
I'm loving you rocking them glasses, girl.
Well, I try to do a little something.
All right, now,
Thank
so
you.
this is part of your product.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell us about
This is
that.
part of the line. These frames are actually a part of my eyewear line called K Visions. That actually got started maybe about a year ago. I started venturing off into that area because I love wearing shades. It's
Okay.
always been something that I was into.
That's awesome. I'm a glasses. I'm telling you, I have more shades than shade. I probably can start my own business.
Yeah.
My kids, when my daughter especially, when she come and my granddaughter, they always trying. I'm there,
Yeah.
and I'm loving your product,
Yeah.
which we're
Thank
gonna
you.
get to see. How did you get started? First of all, tell me about growing up. There's got to be something in there that got you into your fabulous lines that you have.
Well, growing up, I was actually independent, I would say. I was always playing in my hair, doing little things, playing in my sister's hair, my friend's hair. So that's kind of how I got into the hair industry. Once I got into it, it piqued my interest to start creating hair products and skin products. My daughters have eczema. So that was important for me to have a product that I could use on their hair and skin.
That is phenomenal. There are so many people
Yeah.
with eczema, and eczema is something that
Yeah.
we can really bring on the show to talk about it. That runs in my family
Mhm.
heavily, and especially with the babies, to see how they can scratch literally to their skin.
Yes.
Scarred. Wow.
Yes.
And
My
so
daughter
you just-
scratched till she used to bleed. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just started putting products together, or?
Well, I actually did my research. I didn't want to just throw anything together. So I did my research on what oils are beneficial for what I was looking for. And that's how I came up with my formula.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really, I'm telling you, that is phenomenal. And I'm telling you, I'm gonna get a bottle before we leave.
Please do.
Because, like, again, it runs in my family.
Yeah.
And so, they always look, and especially for babies.
Mhm.
Is it good for babies?
It
as
is.
well?
It is. Every ingredient is natural. All my products are natural ingredients. So that's why they're good for hair and skin. If you want to cook with them, you could. But yeah, they can be used for all ages.
That's phenomenal because nowadays for babies, one of my daughters, she's now in her 30s, but when she was growing up, they were able to subscribe something that was really mild for them.
Mhm.
Now they don't want to give babies anything.
Nothing at
and
all.
They're suffering.
Yeah.
And there's nothing much that they can use. So I'm excited. I'm excited for your line.
Thank
I pray
you.
that it touched many.
Yeah. Thank you.
Especially, if you're taking the time, and I know you're a woman of God, so
Yes.
that's awesome. That is phenomenal that you were able to do that. So tell me a little bit about your childhood. I know you mentioned a little bit. So you played with doll babies,
Mm-hmm.
doing hair.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so
I spent a lot of time in the kitchen with my grandma.
mhm.
When she was alive, I used to watch her cook and make different things, baking as well. So that's the interest, a little hidden talent I have as well. I would guess like any normal childhood, as far as in playing outside, running around, being bad, just regular kid stuff.
That is, I'm telling you, just to see you're an entrepreneur,
Mhm.
very much young entrepreneur to be starting off. And, this is encouraging for our young people
Yes,
because
yes.
anything you put your mind to, it can be done. It can
Yeah,
be done.
absolutely.
So are you a stylist also?
Yes, ma'am. I am a hairstylist. That's a big passion of mine. That is a huge passion of mine. I'm definitely into healthy hair. That's first priority with me and my clients is healthy hair. So yes, I love to educate them on their hair and how to maintain their hair of that nature, stuff of that nature, because a lot of people have questions on what to do with their hair or how to get this side growing like this side, and that's important for me to be able to educate them on that.
That's so interesting that you say that because so many people are now going to the natural hair.
Mm-hmm.
So you work with a lot of natural clients.
Yes, ma'am.
That's wonderful. And I know you're trying to wean everyone away from the chemicals because
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
hearing, growing up, that's what we knew,
Mhm.
perms and all kinds of chemicals, but I'm
Mhm.
finding out that it's really not good for the scalp or the skin.
Right. That's true. I would say the amount that you use and how often are you putting the chemicals on your hair. Also, I would say before choosing to put a chemical on your hair, learn your hair, figure out, does it really need chemicals on it? Because most people just put chemicals on their hair because they don't know how to maintain their hair. And that's only because they're not taking time out to do their hair, So once you find a good balance and relationship with your hair and maintaining, that'll help you navigate and decide whether you need chemicals or not. Because I used to get relaxers when I was younger. My hair is still healthy, but that's only because I only got them twice a year. So it just depends on the course and the texture of the hair for them to be able to determine that.
Okay. I'm glad that we're on this hair because I've had questions for you
Mhm.
as far as the hair.
Mhm.
Found out that you do hair. So even with the oils, I
Mhm.
know some hair grease, as we call it,
Mhm.
are too heavy,
Mhm.
then some are too light.
Mhm.
So is it true that the grease of the hair can stop the hair from growing if you continue to put too much? Or is it that we should get the lighter oils? Then you hear some people just put conditioner, don't put oil.
Mhm.
Then you hear the part like some of it have alcohol. Alcohol doesn't help the hair
Mhm.
breathe. So
Yeah.
let's talk about those things a little.
I would say the amount of oil that you would use is really based upon your skin and your scalp. Some skin observe oils more than other skins do. Some people only require application once a week versus somebody else requiring a twice a week application of oil. So that really just depends on your skin and knowing what type of skin you have. As far as in alcohols, I would definitely recommend staying away from alcohol products only because that dries your hair and your skin out. Yeah. So I would definitely recommend staying away from those. And they always say you are what you eat. That's very true with hair. You are definitely what you eat. If you're eating healthy, that will show through your skin and hair. Yeah. So I would say if you're trying to get your hair to grow, change your eating habits.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So what type of foods are you suggesting? I know you always hear the vegetables are very important. What else is important for us that growth of the hair?
I would say a lot of veggies. I would say, yeah, a lot of veggies and vegetables. You know, anything else like starches and fatty foods, that's really not good for the hair. So I would definitely go for green, really. Green, that's the healthiest way. I know we may be tired of hearing it, but that's really what it is.
In the water.
Yes.
Plenty of water.
Yeah, intake. Yeah.
Help me, Lord. I'm not a water fan, but I know I'm getting better.
Yeah.
Getting better. And you know, growing up, I was always told, how can you like something that has no taste? Well, that's the problem. It don't have a taste.
Yeah.
You know, I'm working on it. Working on it. This is great. We'll be right back, guys.
If you haven't done so yet, please go to our YouTube page, like and subscribe and share.
Is your life pulling you in so many directions, necessary lawn care maintenance gets neglected? Life is busy enough. Let Grass Barber take care of your property. Proudly servicing York County, Grass Barber aims to take the hassle out of owning a nice lawn. Our professional services include lawn maintenance, mulch beds, hedge trimming, and pavers. Are you serious about changing the curb appeal of your property? Contact Grass Barber today. 803-417-5955.
And welcome back. Miss Kay, we had a wonderful time on our break to talk. Listen, we brought over some of your beautiful product. Tell me about these glasses. Oh my goodness, I am in love.
Well, if I had to choose a favorite, I couldn't.
Oh, wow.
It's like choosing a favorite child. They're all my favorite. But these are really pretty. They can be worn with almost anything, any outfit. Yeah, sure. Try it on. It's a statement piece, I would say. It's not over the top and it's not simple either. Yeah, they look really good on you, by the way. They really do. Yeah. Yeah, they really do.
I'm loving these.
Yeah.
Oh my. And you know what? They're light.
Mm-hmm.
They feel very comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
They're not heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Yeah. This is for the simple girls who just want a little pop action for the night.
That's it right there. I'm going to give these to you and tell us about your other pair.
Now these are more for the risk takers. Like these are for if you feel like you want to be a risk taker, you have to know how to dress these up. These for the big personalities.
Try the personalities.
Yes. Let's be seen. That's what that say. I want to be seen. Yeah.
Honey, I'm seen, girl.
I want to see your eyes. I want you in my face, but don't want you in my face.
See that? Y'all see that? I'm loving it.
Yes, beautiful.
Oh, and they're comfortable.
Yeah.
And it's not like they block the vision.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, like you said, a fashion statement.
Mm-hmm.
I'm loving these.
Also great to have on with lashes. It's not suffocating your lashes.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not touching. They're breathing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm breathing, and I'm a little risque.
Yes.
I love
Stepping
it.
out of the box.
I love that. I love these two. Wonderful.
Now,
Let's talk about it.
this is my baby of all babies. This oil is very near and dear to my heart. I took a lot of time making it. All bottles are handmade. All labels are put on handmade. This is really made from hand. You know, I know you hear a lot of people saying that.
It's beautiful.
But
what do you have in here? Like herbs? Or?
Yes, ma'am. You'll
goodness.
see a few rose petals in there and a couple of different herbs. I mainly did that for decor, really, but it just helps out that those
May I?
have that they have benefits for the hair as well.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and it actually worked, y'all.
Smells good.
Yeah, I tested it before I put it out because I wanted to make sure that it was what I was
I don't
claiming it
know
to
if you
be.
can kind of zoom in, but look how beautifully made the bottle is, and oh my goodness. And just to see even the herbs that you have in it, and it smells wonderful.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is what you're using on hair for eczema, and what else?
I use it for my lips as well.
Really?
Yes, ma'am. Lips a little chap, you can throw it on. Okay. You can also use it for any area that you want to grow. You can use it for your brows, your lashes. It's really good for lash growth as well. That's another product I'm working on as well. Lash serum. Like I said, great products. I have a lot of great reviews on it and pictures as well to show the difference in the skin before and after. It's really good.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
I am
Yeah.
so proud of you. I am so proud
Thank
of
you.
you.
Thank you.
I am loving what you're doing. I think it's phenomenal how the young generations
Yeah.
are coming out and showing us that you put your mind to anything, you can
Yeah.
do it.
Absolutely.
You can do it. So
Absolutely.
I'm excited, and I want to see your line continue to grow. I was so
Thank you.
glad that I ran into you on Facebook.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
It was like, we got to have her on the show.
Yes,
We
I love
have
that
to-
you invited me.
Okay.
Thank you.
Now we got this. So I'm hearing you on the radio.
Yes,
Let's talk
ma'am.
about
Yes,
it. Let's
ma'am.
talk about it.
Well, that is definitely a new venture I just stepped into. Had no plans on being a radio personnel at all. I was just going to advertise my businesses, and the position was offered to me, and I had to pray about it, as I do everything before I just do it. And I was like, well, Lord, if you want me to have it, then you'll let me get approved. And if not, then that's fine with me too, because I'm very comfortable being behind the scenes. And that's really a step out my comfort zone. But yeah, I like it. It's Crown and Beauty's radio talk show, and that airs on WDRB Media, and you can tune into that on iHeartRadio and TuneIn app.
Did you say iHeart?
iHeart, yes, ma'am.
Ooh, that's big.
Yes,
That
ma'am.
is
Yes, ma'am.
big. So tell us your hours again.
My hours are from 5 a.m. to 5:30. Yes, ma'am. And we talk about everything under the sun you could think of.
That's just so awesome.
Yes, ma'am.
That is so awesome. Doors are going to continue to open for you. I am
Yes,
so
ma'am.
happy. I'm so happy to have you here, Miss Keia, because I feel like you would be an encouragement, because so many young people are interested in starting their own business
Yeah.
and just not knowing how to get started.
Yeah.
So for you, you just went out and just did your research.
Mm-hmm.
Did it take a lot for you to get started, or?
It really was a step out on faith.
Okay.
If you think about it too much, then you're really not going to do it, because you're going to think about everything it takes to get it done. So I would just say do it. Step out on faith and do it. No, it really didn't take a lot. It's just knowing what you want, who you want to sell to, or who you want to service, and do it.
And
Just
that's
do
what
it.
is. Service,
Mhm.
honey. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That is really awesome.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm so proud of you.
Alrighty, so here we have my hair and skin oil and my beautiful, lovely model, Alex J.
Welcome.
Hey.
And I'm just going to be showing you how to apply it to her hair. She's also going to be rubbing it in her skin, so you can see the difference between that as well. Okay. All right, so you're just going to drop a few drops wherever you feel best.
And it's all natural. Your hair is all natural.
Yes, ma'am. Her hair is all natural. This product is great for natural and relaxed hair. And once you drop it in, you just massage it in the scalp. You want to always massage your products in your scalp. That helps with stimulation on the scalp and getting that process going a little quickly. All right, you want to hold out your hands. Okay, you want to rub it in. You don't need a lot, again, because this is oil. You're so crazy. How does that feel?
It feels good.
Feels
You can
good.
tell the difference.
Yeah.
And it looks silky.
Yeah.
It doesn't look greasy. It just looks very silky.
It's very light as well. Very light.
Yes. I love it.
Yes.
I love this.
Yes, ma'am. It's also it does leave a little tingling sensation on your scalp. It
Yeah,
does.
you're feeling the tingle.
I thought I was tripping myself when I put it on my own scalp. I was like, hold up now, somebody else got to be feeling this too. So yeah, you do really feel it. You're probably feeling the God on this, okay? Because we did pray over this.
All right.
I did pray over this oil. It went through 3 chambers of prayer.
All right.
So that's what you're probably feeling, sis.
That is phenomenal.
Suicide.
Depression,
Low self-esteem,
Abuse. Guilt.
suicide,
anger,
low self-esteem,
Fear.
abuse,
Depression.
Anger.
abuse,
Guilt.
fear,
Abuse.
suicide,
Depression. Fear.
Suicide.
Anger. Low self-esteem.
fear,
Low self-esteem.
guilt,
guilt,
Suicide. Low self-esteem.
fear,
depression,
abuse,
Suicide.
fear,
Forgiveness.
Self-worth. Confidence.
purpose,
love,
Joy.
Peace.
life,
Break the chains.
Break the chain.
break the chains,
break the chain,
Break the chains.
Welcome back. So we had a model.
Yes,
Your
ma'am.
model explained to us what she was feeling,
Mhm.
the tingling, the smoothness on the skin.
Mhm.
So I know you're really into your hair products as well.
Yes, ma'am.
So I have a question.
Mhm.
We do have some people, their hair are falling out.
Mhm.
We have cancer patients.
Mhm.
We do have the patients, the customers, I should say,
Mhm.
or your clients that have the eczema in the hair.
Mhm.
Once you start putting your product in and the products start growing, some may need to wear wigs. Do you make wigs as well?
Yes, ma'am, I do. This is actually a wig. I have one now. It's from, yes, thank you. This is from my wig line as well. That is called Kingdom Crowns. That's the name of that brand. I actually should have brought a few pieces here to show off, but I guess I'm my own model today with that.
It's
Yeah,
beautiful. It's
thank you, thank
beautiful. I
you.
would have never known that it was a wig. I really
Yes,
wouldn't have.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. A lot of people think it's a sew-in, but it's actually a wig.
That you created.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my goodness. Can you like turn so we can see your sides?
Ma'am.
Pieces. How beautiful.
Yes,
You're
ma'am.
just talented all the way around.
Yes, ma'am. I love to have my hand in a little bit of everything.
That's awesome. So what else do you do? I'm sure it's just more.
Well, another hidden talent that not too many know about is I love to sing. That's actually my first passion. Don't put me on spot because I feel it coming. No.
Yes.
That is actually a hidden talent of mine. That's my first passion before hair, before the shades, before the oil, before anything.
True love.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow.
Yes, ma'am.
Amazing. So, do you have a family? Or tell me, there's so much.
I do. I have 2 girls. Busy. 12 and 8. Their birthdays are back to back. They just turned their ages, by the way. So, 12 and 8. Busy. 7th and 2nd grader. Hands full.
So,
yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you're a single mom.
Yes, ma'am.
How does it fit in with all you do?
Whew. It's a challenge, but it's motivation at the same time because that's what drives me to keep going when I do want to give up. When everything else fails, okay, Keia, well, what you gonna do? Because, well, for one, I know I ain't going back to work for nobody else. So if you ain't going back to work for nobody else, what you gonna do to feed these babies? So that's another push that comes into play when it comes to being an entrepreneur, working for myself, having multiple streams of income. In balance, really. You really have to have a great support system. When being an entrepreneur, a single parent and entrepreneur, you need a great support team. Great support team.
That's so true.
Yes, ma'am.
And I can only imagine that is not easy.
It's not.
Because you got 2 full times within one.
Mm-hmm.
Being a mom, and now the children are home,
Mm-hmm.
virtual schooling, so you're having to do that.
Yes.
And your business and trying to balance it all because, of course, our babies require our attention.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
that's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot. It is a lot. And luckily, I do have my hands in a little bit of everything. I'm not just a cosmetologist. I do, like I said, I do sell products. So that kind of came in play when Corona hit because the salon shut down for a while. So how else was I going to make money if I wasn't doing hair? That kind of got me off my lazy side to really start pushing my other businesses forward to get them off the ground and have those streams of income because I couldn't depend on doing hair anymore.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing. And of course, I could tell you're doing well.
Thank you.
Everything.
Yeah.
And we know God is a true and living God.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sure you said you stepped out on faith.
Yes,
And,
ma'am.
and that's a big thing, stepping out on faith
Mm-hmm.
and truly trusting God
Mm-hmm.
and not looking back
Yeah.
and continue to push forward.
Yes,
I'm so
absolutely.
proud of you.
Thank you. Thank
I'm
you.
so proud of you. So, when you have children
Mm-hmm.
and, you spoke about Corona,
Mm-hmm.
prior to that, were you working?
I was, before Corona, I was in school. So when Corona hit, I was just getting in the groove of working in the salon. But before that, I was at a job. I'm not going to call the name. Don't want to get in no trouble.
Right.
But yes, I was at a job. And this job really made me open my eyes up to see that working for other people wasn't it. Because the way people treat you when you don't fit in with the type of standards that they look up to or feel that they're on, they feel the need to treat you any kind of way. So once I let them know that, hey, I'm about to go back to school, they didn't like that. They didn't like that. They was already poking, but that right there, they just kind of, I feel, gave them a reason to let me go. But that was fine. That was great, because I knew that I didn't want to work there anyway. I had then already started going back to school, so I mean, that was fine, because I was already complaining like, God, if I can just work this, if I could just go to school and don't have to work this job, I'd be good. I'd be good. Yeah, well, that happened, and I wasn't prepared like I thought I was, because I'm so independent. I'm used to getting income on my own and making it happen on my own. So having no job and being in school, it's like, oh God, what am I gonna do now? You know, so I had to stay after school probably a little longer than I wanted to, just to make a little extra tip so I can have money to do what I want to do or afford what I needed to be able to afford. So after graduation, I went to State Board to get my license, and once that came through, got in the shop, and here's Corona. Yes, here's Corona knocking everything off balance, and that was a little hard at first, but that only pushed me into other ventures. That only made me grind harder for my other businesses, for real, because I didn't have that income no more. So yeah, I would just really say for people who want to start their own business and don't necessarily love the job that they're on, I'm just have to reiterate, step out on faith. Even if you have to quit that job, even if you have to start saving up to quit, or if you have something that you want to sell, I would say start saving up for your inventory to do whatever you feel that you want to do on the entrepreneur side. But I wouldn't let no job or no income discourage me from not doing what I want to do, because there's plenty of money to be made. It's more than a few ways to get money out here. You can get money by grocery shopping for people. I don't know about y'all, but I like to grocery shop. And spending on somebody else's budget, that was perfect for me. Yes, so I picked up other avenues and making money on my way to being in the salon. While I was in school, I was doing Instacart. Instacart is the app that I was just mentioning, the grocery shopping app that helps you earn a little extra income. And it's really beneficial, really beneficial. Some people quit their jobs just to do that. So
let me ask you about that. So when you're doing that, you're shopping for someone else?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Tell me about that a little bit.
Well, it's a grocery shopping app. And you download it on your phone. It's real easy. You put your information in. They'll send you out a card for you to shop for other people. Once you get that card, you'll activate it and you'll get online, and they'll send notifications to your phone of orders that's available. And once you click on the order, everything else is step by step. Really easy after that. And you know, the grocery shopping process is really simple. They give you a picture menu of what to shop for. They even tell you the size to shop for. You know, you have to scan it. So if it's not the correct size or if it's not the right brand, it's not going to go through. So it's really pretty simple. You get paid weekly. You know, so it's definitely a great way to make money.
That's great for those that are looking for a part-time job or don't have anything. That is a wonderful suggestion. I mean, you did it yourself and you found that the income was helping you to make it until you moved forward and, you know, did some things in your own. So that was a great way to start out. And then you said you moved on to greater things. Okay, tell us about that.
I stepped on to, again, stepping out on faith. On my own ventures. I knew I didn't want to work for nobody else, and still, even though I was making my own hours, you're still working for somebody else, making somebody else's dream come true. So in that time, I was getting all of my ducks in a row, all of my papers in order to be able to step out and do what I'm doing now.
That's something. And
Mhm.
all this with your children.
Yes, ma'am.
And let nothing stop you.
Nothing at all.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. That's amazing. And I know there's viewers that are going through, and just to hear you, I'm praying that you're touching their heart, because the struggle is real.
Yes,
It is real. That's just no way to sugarcoat it. It's just being honest. Everyone's going through. Faith is the key.
Yeah.
Faith and trust is the key.
That's the main ingredient.
That is it. So if you're home and you're a baker, bake.
Yes, absolutely.
If you sow.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody, I run into a lot of people that says, well, I want to work for myself, but I don't know what I want to do. And I always have to tell them, well, do what comes easy. Do what you love to do. If you can wake up and do it every day and don't have no complaints about doing it, do it. Some people say, well, I don't have a talent. I don't know how to do nothing. Okay, well, I'm sure you're a great motivator. I know you know how to motivate somebody, so be a motivational speaker. If you like listening to other people's problems, you can be a counselor. It's always a way to step out and make money for yourself. I'm big on entrepreneur. Everybody who sit in my chair, I ask them, you entrepreneur? You work for yourself? What you doing? 'Cause I'm very big on that, especially in the Black community. I feel like we need to have a lot more entrepreneurs, businesses going on.
Absolutely. And that's beautiful what you just said, because that's what we're supposed to do. If we're rising, we're supposed to grab that hand and pull the others with it, because there's plenty of room. The bottom get too small, let's all get up to the top. And with that, we'll be right back.
The Bev For Real Talk Show would like to thank the following sponsors. If you would like to become a sponsor or have your commercial aired during the show, please email bevforrealshow@gmail.com or call 929-286-3513.
Welcome back. Miss Keia, we're getting ready to close out. But before we do, you mentioned that you sing.
Yes.
Quick little tune for me and our viewers.
Whew, y'all, they tested me, pulling me out my comfort zone for real. Okay. Even though your winds blow, I want you to know you cause me no alarm, 'cause I'm safe in his arms. Even though your rain falls, I can still make this call. Let there be a peace. Now I can say, go away. I command you to move today. Because of faith, I have a brand new day. The sun will shine, and I will be okay. That's what I told the storm Oh God, I was so
Thank you
nervous.
for telling the story.
No
I
problem.
am sure our viewers were blessed with that. With that being said, at the end of each Beth for Real show, be true to yourself by keeping it real, for real, and we'll see you on the next episode. Thank you.
The Bev For Real Show is produced by Vice Productions.